What's up, bookish babes? Welcome or welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're gonna be doing a book haul. Now, I haven't been to a bookstore in a good little bit, mainly because I just been trying to get through the books that's on my physical TBR. Yes, clap for me, because I felt like I was accumulating too many books and not reading a lot of them, and I want to be able to enjoy the books I read. So I did purchase a few books kind of over the courses of the past month and a half or so. Whenever my last book haul was, I kind of accumulated books from then up until now. I kind of go just by the books that has been on my radar for last since last year, really. The ones that new releases and like the republic publication, I guess that's how you say it, of the ones that was indie published. So that's what we've been doing. And those are mainly the books I've been buying. So we're gonna stop rambling, and I'm gonna show you guys a few books that I did buy. This is not a big haul. See, that's how you know I'm doing better, because it's not a huge haul. It's like something so minor, but I still want to share with you guys what I bought. Now I want to share with you guys my first recent purchase, and it is Wild Eyes. I told you guys I finally read Wild Love, and this one is about Wes, who happens to be the brother of Rosie in Wild Eyes. And y'all, I started reading it. I ain't actually reading it and filming a video for it as we speak, but I love Wes so much so far. Like, just the glimpse that you got of him in Wild Love, like his personality, the way you can tell, like he's such a great father, especially to, or to both of his kids, but it really shows with his daughter. And I guess that's because I'm a girl and girl dad vibe. So yeah, but this is Wes and Skylar's book. Skylar is a country singer, and I guess she's like running away from her life in this city and her fame and all of that stuff. So she ends up coming to Rose Hills to record with Ford, who happens to be Wes's best friend, who has a studio out there. So she comes there to do her own thing, just make music on her own without the pressure of her dad, the cameras, and just basically putting on for the fans. So I picked this up. I'm currently reading it. I'm enjoying it now. I got mine from Walmart, and it came with this picture. Like, why is that so cute? So I'm using it as a bookmark, but we're gonna probably frame it and put it on the bookshelf or something. Then I purchased Quicksilver. I've seen a lot of girlies talking about this book on Book Talk and how they enjoyed it, and it's kind of like the next Akatar, I think. No, was it Akatar Throne of Glass, something like that vibes. Everyone else been giving it. So I picked this up. I ordered it off of Books A Million website because they said they had a copy in store, but it didn't. So I ended up placing an order on their website, and it came like 3-4 days ago. So we got this. I want to read it and see what the hype is, and it's the perfect time because it's fall fantasy. We love a good fantasy read in the fall, so we're gonna be adding this to my fall TBR. So Quicksilver. Then I got Melt Forest. I think that's like a what is it? A dark romance Christmas story. It's like Christmas related. College students go off to this for holiday getaway to a secluded cabin in the snowy mountains, where she gets stuck in a blizzard with her three massmates. Holiday dark romance. I seen it all. It's only 91 pages. Yeah, it's only 91 pages. I kind of just seen it on the shelf, and I was like preparing for what is it, Bookmas. So I felt like, why not read a dark romance during the holiday season? So I picked that up. Then I seen this one. I don't know if it's a new release, like if it's like new release or self-published or what it is, but no, I guess it's not. I guess it's like, yeah. Okay, so I'm guessing it's like being published through Blooms now from being indie published. I've never heard of this series. It's the KingMakers by Sophie Lark. This is year 1. Now I'm kind of wondering when the rest of them are going to come out, because I don't want to read this one too fast and have to wait months for the rest of them to come out. At least give me year 2 and 3 and then I'll start reading it. But Blue Spray Edges, you know, I was sold from that. But when I seen the like year 1 in the KingMakers, I was interested. It's a mafia, a ruthless mafia university. The offspring of the world's most feared family comes to the, like, is this like a, I feel like the people who read like Sophie Lark books, a lot of them, I only read one, and that's Brutal Prince. I feel like they'll know, like, if it's kids relate, like the kids from those books. Like, is it, like, I don't know. Let me know what you know about this series. If you like a dark romance fan, like, yo, I dip and toe. So I really want to read this and see if it looks really interesting. It looks really interesting, and like the color, gorgeous. So we got that, and I'm super excited to start it because I have to see. I want to know. First, I feel like should I read the rest of the Sophie Lark? I think it's like the Dirty Air. Is it called Dirty Air? But I don't know. I'm gonna look it up, and then we're gonna see. I feel like, yeah, I'm gonna look it up and see, do I have to read the rest of those? If like those are the parents of the kids in this book. If they are, then we're gonna get a vlog of me reading the rest of that Brutal Birthright series together, and then we'll dive into this one. By that time, I'm pretty sure the other ones will be in stores. So then I've got The Love of My Afterlife. Now, a lot of girlies have been talking about this book. Apparently, it's about this girl who passed away, who goes on to glory, and she meets the love of her life. And then they like, oops, you're not supposed to be here, sir. And they send him back Earthside. And then they sent her back Earthside to find him. I think she had like a certain amount of time to find a man. If not, then back to the afterlife she'd go. So, yeah. Colleen Hoover has a blurb on the front. So we're going to see. Because I feel like it's gonna be a real good book. I feel like it's funny. Like, a lot of like I said, a lot of girls have been talking about this book. Everybody adding this book to their fall TBR, and I am excited. Like, why is that there? I guess we're just gonna have to work what we can work with. But I want to read this and see what's going on. Like, hopefully this is a more recent read than me putting it off for too long, because we know me. We all know me. Then I got Business Casual. This is, I don't know which number. I guess 4 in Love Like Farm series. Yeah, I'm guessing 4. It's book 4. And I heard someone say that this Arthur White likes seasonal books. So I'm guessing this is like the fall book in the series, because I think it's Christmas or like winter, because Love Like Farm is a Christmas related book. Then you have, I don't know if it's in order, because I just kind of stuck them back on my shelf after I put them down. We're going to have to get that back in order. Let's just go here. It's Love Like Farm, In the Weed, and Mixed Signal. I think In the Weed is a spring, and Mixed Signal is a summer. Don't quote me. Don't write it down. Just listen. I feel like that's what it is, but I don't know for sure. But Hannah Grace has a blurb on the front of this. So, Love Like Farm book 4 in that series. I'm interested in reading it. I got it. We're adding it to our fall TBR. So, I have to make sure I put that on the list. Then I got the Grandest game. Now, I told you guys in the video that after the final Gambit, I haven't really been like itching to read any of the other books in the series. For example, like the Brother Hawthorne's, or even this one. For real, I just picked it up because, let's say I have it, or just to have it, just in case I do want to read it, and just in case I want to see what's going on in them. But, and plus the covers are beautiful, and I love Jennifer Lamborn, so I kind of just buy the book. But I don't know. We're gonna see. We're gonna see one day if I actually decide to read the Brother Hawthorne's. I think, matter of fact, I'm not even gonna lie, I started audio booking the Brother Hawthorne, but I don't know. It just didn't give me attention grabbing from the first page. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see if I eventually dive back into that one and see what that one's about. But until then, we have them to read if we want to read. But if we don't, I'll eventually unhaul them if I don't read them. So then, even though I still haven't read Assistant to the Villain, I bought the second book in that series, Apprentice to the Villain. A lot of people say that book is really good, and we're actually gonna read the Assistant to the Villain this fall. So I got a lot of books on my fall TBR. Am I gonna get to them all? No. But am I gonna try? Yes. I've been doing a good job of checking the books off my physical TBR. Maybe not my monthly TBR, but my physical TBR I've been reading books off of those. So Apprentice to the Villain, we're gonna read this. There's nothing much I can say about it because I don't know what either of these books about. So hopefully it's as good as everybody say it is. So yeah. Then I got Amari and the Despicable Wonders, y'all. This is the middle grade book. I absolutely love the Amari book. I think it's Amari and the Great, what is it? They on the shelf over here behind me, but I want to keep looking behind me. It's Amari and the Night Brothers and Amari and the Great Game, y'all. I didn't even know he released this book until I think I was on his Instagram one day. No, I wasn't even on his Instagram. I was on my Instagram, and on the little, I guess you call it a For You feed on Instagram. I don't know. I barely be on Instagram, but the little For You feed on Instagram, I saw that he had all 3 books down. I was like, wait, did he release a 3rd book to this series? And he did. He did, and I'm going to read it because I love Amari. If y'all haven't read anyone, I know it's middle grade. And I know a lot of people might be like, oh, that's so childish. This is for kids. And that may be true. Call me a kid. Because I absolutely love Amari books. Like, they're so good, y'all. It is, I don't know. It's just something about them that, like, I don't know. It's just something that's just so attention-grabbing and fast-paced and action-packed. And, like, just watching her experience life at this magical school that she's going to or went to before they, yeah. But anyway, y'all, it's so good. Please read these books. It's Amari and the Night Brothers, Amari and the Great Game, and then Amari and the Despicable Wonders, y'all. I haven't read this, but best believe this will be read. This will be read. Then I got Sable Peak. I don't know when. No, I have not read a book in this series. I just collect them, as you can see right here. They're right there. They're right there. It's them. I just collect these books because I want to read them one day. And when I do read them, I want to be able to have all the books to read when I read it. I feel like in order for me to start a series for real series, like a series that's already out type of series, then I have to have all books in order to start that series. You get me? You feel me? That's how I feel. But I got Sable Peak. I feel like it's one missing in between that one because I was, yeah, I think it is because I was confused of the ones I had at home. Crimson River. I don't know why they haven't released Crimson River in Books A Million yet. And I started reading Christmas in Quincy, the prequel to this whole series. I started reading that a while ago and I never really finished it. I don't know why. I think I got distracted. Yeah. So if they gonna release the prequels, I hope they release the prequels in stores. And I don't know about the short stories. I don't know. Maybe the short stories too. But I want to give this series a try. So we might do a whole reading vlog of me reading this series. And I'll probably have to just read the one that I don't have on KU. So we got this. Like, the color of these books is just so cute. The blue, the green. I think it's like the red. Is it red behind me? Yeah, it's red, the yellow, and then this purple. I don't know what color the other one is going to be. So I think it's like a pink. A hot pink. I don't know. But we got this. Then I got the second book in the Raven Hood trilogy. Is it called the Raven Hood? I think it is. Yeah, it's right there in my face. The Raven Hood trilogy. I got the second book in that series, and no, I haven't read not one book in this series. I have the other one, Flock. It's right here. I have this one. and this one. I think it's the third one. I think it's a trilogy. Yeah, The Finish Line. I have not read either of these books, mainly because when I got it, a lot of people were saying like they don't like this series, like the series is not a good series, and some people say they really enjoy this series. We're gonna see. We're gonna read this series and see for ourselves sometime soon, because before the end of the year I want half of the books that's on my physical TBR to be checked off, and I really need to go through my bookshelf again and add the books on my shelf that I've purchased in the past, well, this year, because I think I made my physical TBR at the end of last year, like the very end of last year. Yeah, I think that's when I made it. So we need to go back through at the books that I've been purchasing on my physical TBR. We need to keep up with that better next year, so that I know what I need to be reading. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing soon. Then I got Daydream, y'all, by Hannah Grace. This is hearing book, and we're gonna be reading this in the same video that we're reading Wild Eyes in. So be on the lookout for that. Hopefully it's out sometime. If not this week, next week. So yeah, we're gonna be reading this. I cannot wait to read about Henry and see what's going on with him, and see who this Holly girl is and what their story is. Y'all, I love Hannah Grace's book. I love Icebreaker. I loved Wildfire. I know I'm gonna love Daydream because I wanted to see, like, to get Henry's story after reading the first two books. So I'm excited to read this one. Then we got Wicked Served by Grace Riley. It's another sports romance. Like I said, she released nothing but sports romance that I know of. This one is about Nikolai and Izzy. I think he's a is he a soccer player? No, he's a hockey player. And she's a volleyball player. So yeah, that's what this is about. She wrote First Down, Breakaway, and Staying Home. I have all of those. And I am a sports romance girl through and through. I love sports romance. I love anything sports related, especially the ones that don't really touch that much on the sports. The ones that kind of like, hey, I know he's a sports player. I know he plays sports, but it's really focused on the romance and the growth. That's what I like. So we got this. And last but not least, we have the last book by Anna Hong in her whatever series this is. I don't know. It's If We Were Perfect. This is the If We Were Perfect. This is the last book that I told you guys from. Where is it? Right here. These right here. These three. I got the last one in that series. So yeah, those are all the books that I purchased over the course of, I think, like a month and a half, maybe a month and a half, maybe going on 2 months. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace. I'm going to get Chipotle. I'm calling